This is KKTV 11 News at 9.
Right now, multiple deadly fires are tearing through the west and making the sky look like a nightmare. Coming up, the latest information we've learned about the fires in California.
It's about 70 miles north of Sacramento.
The AP reports one person was actually found in their car while trying to escape the flames of the Bear Fire. These 3 deaths actually mean that fires in the state have now killed at least 11 people since last month. Let's bring in meteorologist Lucy Bergman. Lucy, what's the latest on these devastating fires?
Well, deadly wildfires across the state, and of course we'll stay on top of it as your 11 breaking weather leader, guys.
Absolutely devastating out there, Lucy. Thank you for that update.
The snow we got is expected to dry out soon, but the good news is it helped a little bit.
Yeah, between 8 and 14 inches of snow fell on the burn area, and that really did help slow down its growth. It's 102,000 acres, and some evacuated families were even able to return home, so that is some good news. This is happening today. You have the chance to help Southern Colorado families who are impacted by the pandemic.
11 News is partnering with Care and Share for Hunger Action Day. 11 News reporter Melissa Henry is at Care and Share's Colorado Springs Distribution Center, where they're getting ready for today's collection event. Melissa?
Great way to help out if you can. Thank you, Melissa. Health officials are saying now is more important than ever to get your flu shot. Coming up, where you can get yours without even leaving your car. In just a few hours, Safeway stores across Southern Colorado will open drive-through flu shot clinics. They're open every Thursday from 11 to 1 until October 8th. People will be able to get the flu shot without even leaving their car. One clinic is at the Safeway off North Union and Research Parkway. King Soopers is also offering drive-through flu shots, but you do have to make an appointment for those ones. And we have a link with all that information on our website. Just click on Find It.
Welcome back. The National Toy Hall of Fame has unveiled 12 toy finalists competing for induction this year. Some of those are as simple as sidewalk chalk and high-tech as Tamagotchi. Hey, Jenga's in there. I like that game. Games like Bingo, Light Bright, those are also contenders. The National Selection Advisory Committee will choose 3 submissions, and then you can vote for your favorite finalists through September 16th at the Toy Hall of Fame website. So decide what you think deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. The National Toy Hall of Fame is in Rochester, New York, and it will announce the final 2020 inductees then on November 5th, which is just in time for Christmas.
Okay.
Right?
But I feel like these are all kind of like old school.
These are the classics.
Right?
Well,
All
I guess Hall of Fame, you're thinking of
Yeah,
all
classics.
time.
That makes
so
sense.
I know at first I was thinking we were going to talk about all the new toys.
Brand new tech, yeah.
Like I have
Same.
no idea what any of those are, but I know
Well,
all of
Tamagotchi
those.
is newer, isn't it? Or no, that was like the
That
Wasn't
was
the
the
little-
old, and then it was redone. There's a lot of
have to
games.
keep
I
it
never
alive.
had one of those.
I believe I didn't either, but I've heard they've come back.
I like how they do the giant versions, like giant Jenga. If you go to some restaurants, I think even
Yes.
the View House has that. And then also I was at an airport, and I cannot remember what airport it is, but they had a giant light bright or the bright light thing
Oh
where
my
you put the
gosh.
little pegs in, and
Okay.
it was so fun to do. And with the coronavirus pandemic, I'm not sure if they would allow like
Probably
touchable
not
games
now,
like that.
yeah.
But I was kind of upset that I didn't even have a layover or anything, that we kind of had to get right to the
Oh,
right to the
yes.
gate, and I
Yes.
couldn't play with it. But
Yes.
it's kind of fun to play with classic toys when they're in
Yeah.
the big
I
versions.
think if they've put them into giant versions, that means they're Hall of Fame worthy.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good
Right.
point.
But the Light Brights, that brings back a lot of memories.
Yes, I had one.
that
Oh
one,
yeah.
I remember that one was one of my favorites because you would do just like the little
Yeah.
pictures.
Sorry, Mom and Dad, for using all the electricity.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I play with that thing for hours.
That's a lot of things we should probably
That is so
apologize
fun.
for.
Right.
Exactly. Well, here's something a lot of people are looking forward to. Myself, Sydney, and even my husband included. The NFL season kicks off at 6:20 our time tonight, and right now we're taking a live look at Arrowhead Stadium, where the Houston Texans will take on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's looking pretty foggy out there too.
kind of similar to what we have here right now. I don't think
Exactly,
it's as cold though.
Hopefully, but yeah, I know. So it says social distancing rules mean only a fraction of a normal-sized crowd will be allowed into the stadium. So there will be about 16 to 17,000 fans, but hopefully they have ponchos or it clears up a little bit there so they can enjoy it a little bit more. But I think people would just be excited to be at a game regardless. And I know it says face masks are required during the game, but I think that's something people are willing to do to get live football, to watch it right there in
and
person.
I think people are just excited to watch again, you know, it's happening. It's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
We have some employees here that are wearing their Chiefs red.
I
too.
know. We had a
One of our
producer
producers
walk
came
in.
and Jenna and I went crazy.
Yeah, and we were saying we forgot to wear our red.
I
I say I'm
know.
probably the closest
know.
with my orange, but
Very similar. But
Exactly.
the pride is there. See, we were born and raised. I'm a Broncos fan too. I have to say that.
yes.
You know,
Oh, good point. Good
we
point.
root for the Broncos, but
We got to be
you
careful
know,
here.
I have to stay true to my roots, so I don't want anyone sending mean emails. Love the Broncos too.
Exactly. I will
You
say
know,
my
I
husband
have
is the
Broncos
biggest
blue on
Broncos
right
fan.
now.
Yeah, I was going to say right here together we are
Here,
Broncos.
yes,
so look
exactly.
at us.
It's better to, you know, it's better to be true to your team and not bandwagon. So I
Right.
think our viewers understand.
And
I
you
hope.
know, the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl was such a big deal.
Exactly.
I know you guys are probably
Okay.
tired of hearing us talking about
I know,
it,
it's like-
but we're so excited. I know. Do you?
We're gonna have to
Who's
cut
your
you guys
favorite
off.
team?
I don't know. I'll say the
Oh,
Broncos.
okay.
I don't
Well,
really
Rebecca
watch
just cares
football,
about
I'm
who's
sorry.
on her fantasy football team.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that is
See,
what
I don't
matters
do
to
that.
me.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
no
me
one with the
neither.
Chiefs on my football team, but I had to
Oh,
pick, I think second to last. So you know, I had a tough time.
I was going to say,
this year.
probably all their players went pretty fast as the defending Super Bowl champs.
Right. Okay. With that, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Sorry.
Thank you, Sydney. We're going to get to this 11 breaking news alert now. We know that southbound lanes of I-25 are closed because of this vehicle fire right here. Now, this is happening near Pueblo between mile markers 108 and 109 as you're heading into the city. Again, this is southbound. Right now, there are no reports of any injuries, but you can see that smoke, and with how foggy it is, it might make visibility down there a little bit tricky. So we have a crew on the way here to get as much updated information as we can for you. Doesn't look like the fire spread to the grass, but you can see, my goodness, just all that smoke kind of pouring out from where the fire is. So we're going to stay on top of this and let you know as we learn more. And we're staying on top of this 11 breaking news alert. People forced to leave their houses as wildfires raged in Oregon are now returning home, but some are finding there's not much left of their belongings.
It's incredibly sad. Talent, Oregon, not far from California, is one of a handful of towns destroyed by wildfires.
Looking ahead now, two of the region's largest school districts will soon be bringing back more students for in-person learning. Starting Monday, D20 will bring back middle and high school students in a hybrid model. There is still an option for full-time online learning. Falcon District 49 welcome back preschool through 2nd grade students on Tuesday, and next week that district will bring back 3rd through 5th grade students. New this morning, a man is in the hospital after being shot by police in Denver. According to our sister station there, officials say they received several calls of a man threatening people with a weapon. Officers say they saw a man with a handgun threatening people inside a car and then trying to steal that car. Officers shouted for him to drop the gun, but say he did not comply. 2 officers shot the man. Colorado's clean energy sector has seen huge losses due to the coronavirus pandemic. According to our news partners at the Gazette, the state gained 2,700 jobs in the clean energy industry last year. This year, though, because of the pandemic, energy efficiency contractors were shut out of homes and commercial buildings. The pandemic cost Colorado an estimated 6,000 jobs in the industry. And we want to get back to this 11 breaking news alert we told you about. We know now that southbound lanes on I-25 are back open after this vehicle fire you can see here. We just learned from Colorado State Patrol that all lanes are back open. So far, no reports of injuries, but you can see there was a lot of smoke in that area. They're still trying to figure out what caused the fire, and this happened between mile markers 108 and 109, so that's near Purcell Boulevard in Pueblo. But again, State Patrol says all lanes of I-25 southbound are back open, so that's good news. Right now, investigators are upping the reward for information leading to an arrest concerning arson. The deadly fire happened in Denver just over a month ago. 5 people were killed, including 2 children. Police say they want to find these 3 people wearing face masks who were caught on surveillance cameras right after the fire started. Police and the family are hoping a reward of $40,000 will help track down the suspects.
No tip is too small.
Denver police say they've already received dozens of tips.
Even warmer into next week. Highs will be in the 80s. So if you're not a fan of this little burst of winter we had, improvement is on the way.
I like the sound of that.
What a rebound.
Exactly. The snow didn't stick around for long.
That's why I like Colorado. Glad you guys have been with us here for 11 News at 9 o'clock. 11 Connects is next.